Ever catch yourself saying like, whoa, I'm really conscious right now? And then you're like, wait, that sounds kind of weird.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
is it just being awake enough?
Right.
Well, get ready because today's deep dive is all about why consciousness is way more than just having your eyes open.
Yeah, we're going deep on this one.
We're diving into some writing from Pedro Elias.
Oh, I like him.
He's all about finding stillness in a world that can't seem to sit still. Get ready for some serious aha moments as we unpack his fresh take on what it means to be truly conscious.
And a fresh take it is. We usually equate consciousness with awareness of our surroundings,
Yeah,
right?
makes sense.
But Elias flips the script. He's saying true consciousness is about aligning with what he calls our soul, this timeless essence within us.
Okay.
It's less about what we're doing and more about who we are at our core.
So less about the never-ending to-do list, more about like tapping into some deeper part of ourselves. I
Exactly.
like where this is going.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. Elias points out how even in spiritual circles, people get caught up in the noise.
Oh, I see it all the time.
He actually says, the proliferation of teachings techniques and practices, although often valuable, can create an intense background noise. It's like
Yeah.
we're so busy seeking, we forget to just be.
Okay, that hits home. It's like that feeling when you're at a music festival, you're loving the energy, but then you find a quiet corner for a minute. It's like, there I am. All that external stimulation can drown out the quiet hum of our own inner world.
You nailed it. Elias is making us ask, are we really listening to that inner hum? Or are we so busy chasing the next insight, the next practice, that we miss the profound stillness he says is already within us?
Okay, so how do we actually find that stillness? Elias talks about the power of silence, but what does that even mean in our world of 24/7 notifications?
It's funny you should use the word find, because Elias argues that we're not actually meant to, create silence,
Oh, okay.
but rather to discover it.
Okay.
He believes it's always there, humming beneath the surface,
Right.
just waiting for us to tune in.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But it's not like we can just snap our fingers and silence the world around us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we tap into this always-on stillness?
He's definitely not saying we need to become hermits and live in total isolation.
Okay, good to know.
Instead, he talks about cultivating what he calls inner silence,
Okay.
a quality of presence we can access no matter what's happening around us. It's less about the absence of sound and more about the presence of awareness.
So it's less about physically being in a silent place
Yeah.
and more about quieting that, internal chatter.
Exactly.
I can see how that's a much more accessible goal for most of us.
Right.
But what's the payoff? Why is this inner silence so important to Elias?
Well, he describes it beautifully in the text. He says, in the sanctuary of silence, the fragrances of the spirit begin to reach us. Imagine the most delicate, beautiful scent you've ever encountered. Elias is saying that when we quiet the noise, we open ourselves up to subtle but profound experiences of intuition, wisdom, and peace.
That makes me think about those times when I've been walking in nature and suddenly a solution to a problem just pops into my head as if from nowhere. It's like in those moments of quiet, my mind is able to access a deeper level of knowing. Is that the kind of thing Elias is getting at?
That's such a great way to think about it. Those insights are always there, but the mental noise just makes them hard to smell, so to speak.
Yeah.
But if we can tap into that inner silence, man, the possibilities are kind of mind-blowing.
And what's really powerful about Elias's perspective is that it's not just about personal peace of mind. He actually links this inner transformation to a larger shift in the world around us.
Wait, hold up. So finding my inner quiet space can somehow contribute to a better world. How does that work?
Well, Elias suggests that as more individuals connect with this deeper level of consciousness, it naturally ripples outwards.
He says, as we each embody this profound inner silence, we contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and peaceful world. It's like our individual journeys towards stillness become threads woven into a larger tapestry of peace.
Okay, I love that visual individual threads creating a whole new picture. But it also makes me wonder, if we already have this capacity for stillness within us, why does the world still feel so chaotic? What's holding us back from living from that place of peace Elias describes?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Elias doesn't offer easy answers, but he does leave us with this thought-provoking question. If our true essence is one of wholeness and peace, what would it look like to live from that place of awareness in every moment? He's inviting us to consider that maybe true consciousness isn't something we achieve, but something we simply remember.
Remember, I like that. It's like we're rediscovering a part of ourselves we'd forgotten about. So it's not about becoming someone new, but rather becoming who we already are at our core.
Precisely. And the path, according to Elias, begins with simply creating space for that inner silence, even if it's just for a few minutes each day, to breathe, to become present, to listen to the quiet whispers of our own inner wisdom.
So it's less about achieving some perfect state of silence and more about cultivating a practice of awareness, of tuning in to that always present stillness within. When we started this deep dive, I thought we were just going to explore a different definition of consciousness. But Elias is offering us a whole new way of being in the world, one quiet moment at a time. It makes you wonder, what would your world look like, and what kind of world could we create together if we all took the time to listen to that quiet hum of consciousness within? Something to ponder as you move through your day. Until next time on The Deep Dive, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deeper.